Well, earlier this week, I spoke to IATA's Philip Goh about broader trends for the aviation industry, and he said recovery is on track and momentum is set to continue. So the industry isn't out of the woods, and it's likely to incur losses again this year.
You know that the pandemic is an absolute disaster for aviation. In 2020 and 2021, collectively, globally, the industry lost 180 billion US dollars, 180 billion US dollars. And even this year, the projection is that we will lose another 9.7 billion US dollars. So we're not out of the woods by any means. Asia Pacific is no better. But on the other hand, I think the recovery has been gaining momentum. Recovering is surely on track. And as of July, we are seeing air traffic already at about 75% of 2019 levels. And that's, of course, driven a lot by the domestic recovery. But international is a little bit off at 68% compared to 2019. For the Asia Pacific, you know that we are lagging behind the major regions of the world. So the recovery is started, but we are still only at about 54% of 2019. And in fact, international is only at about a third, 35% of 2019. So Asia Pacific is a long way off from recovering to the normal times. China, unfortunately, is a major influencer of the recovery. So some markets in Asia are crucially dependent on China. So long as I think the zero COVID policy is maintained in China, we will not be able to recover fully. It will take us still some time to get there.
So besides soaring energy prices, geopolitical tensions around the world, what are the other headwinds the air transport industry has forecast?
The biggest headwind today is staff resources. In the last 2 years, many people have left the industry either because they are laid off or they just found something else that they want to do, and some of them not coming back. But a particular concern, of course, is skilled labor. It takes time to train people to be not just able to perform a job, but in customer service, for example, you need experience, you need how to handle people and all that. So those will take some time. So long as resources cannot keep pace, airlines will have limitation as to how much capacity they can put back. And as long as capacity cannot revert to normal, then you'll continue to probably face high load factors, maybe high airfares.
And lastly, what is your outlook for cargo and travel for the rest of this year and next?
We think that this year we will end at about 82% recovery globally. Of course, domestic is going to be a very high level, and international will be a little bit behind. In the Asia Pacific region, we think that recovery will hit about 73% of 2019 level. So we are seeing a fairly strong recovery, and it will continue to pace within 2023. Cargo is already in a good place. Cargo is going to set some records this year, I think. We expect cargo to reach about 68 million tons this year. And that, if we reach there, will be about 11% higher than 2019. So cargo is already way ahead. If there's going to be a recession next year, it could impact cargo demand. Some of these shipments may not happen as much. So we have to wait and see whether that materializes. But otherwise, cargo actually is in quite a good place.